EOMM has been a hot topic in the Marvel Rivals community since pretty much the game launched, and so many people accuse the game of having EOMM, and it is just destroying their ranked play. Well, did the Marvel Rivals dev just admit to it? Let's discuss this, okay? But before we dive into this, I want to sit back and tell you a little story about my ranked gameplay the other day. And let me tell you about this interesting thing that happened. So I didn't play much ranked last season. I've been kind of busy. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna get back into it. I'm gonna grind this season. So the other day I played for a few hours. And first off, people were insta-locking Blade, which was very annoying. It was literally like the day after he came out, something like that. So there was a guy on my team who insta-locked Blade. He's like, don't worry guys, I'm really good at Blade, okay? Guess what? He was atrocious and we got stomped, okay? And I was like, okay, you know, whatever. Like my rank dropped, you know, I didn't play that much and all that. So I'm like, whatever, I'm low ranked, I'm gonna climb back up real easily. So we got stomped. The very next game, I queued with the same guy. I queued with that exact same guy, but guess what? He was on the other team. He was on the other team. And what do you think he did? He insta-locked Blade, and I'm just like, ooh, oh, this is gonna be great. This dude proceeded to drop like 30 kills and get MVP. How crazy is that? Now, what's the moral of this story? I think the moral of the story is sometimes people have bad games, right? Sometimes they're surrounded by better players, all right? This guy that I was playing against had two complete opposite games. So I want you to think about that as we discuss EOMM. So real quick, those of you who don't know what EOMM is, I made a whole video on it debunking this insane conspiracy theory. It stands for Engagement Optimized Matchmaking, and it is something that was patented by another game developer, I believe it was Activision, and people are now accusing NetEase of using it because they don't understand how patents work. Well, anyways, yesterday a clip just dropped of this interview with Guangguang, one of like the lead devs, and here's what it had to say, all right? I want you to listen very carefully. We'll break it down, okay?
Gameplay-wise, people often talk about EOMM, engagement matchmaking. In Marvel Rivals, is that system in use? And if
so, right there, I want you to pay attention. He said, "Is that system in use?"
So, why? What was the choice?
And if so, what was the choice over skill-based matchmaking? Okay, I think a lot of people miss that, where the guy said, "And if it's in use," all right.
Of that over skill-based matchmaking, SBMM.
Matchmaking is a complex system, and we are preparing a video to talk about all the matchmaking things. So stay tuned. Maybe in 2 weeks. Yeah.
Okay. So his instant reply was, matchmaking is a complicated system, right? And then he goes on to say they have a video that they're dropping in 2 weeks kind of explaining how matchmaking in Marvel Rivals works. People are literally taking that as him admitting it. They're like, oh my God, this guy just admitted it. And I'm not sure why. No part of that did he say, yes, we use EOMM. Clearly, this is something that he was ready for, and he was like, here's how I'm going to answer it. It's a very like corporate type answer it, right? And just because he didn't deny it, people are running to the streets screaming that he admitted it. Like, I came across this TikTok last night and it made me want to drive my head through a wall. Hold on.
Hey guys, breaking Marvel Rival news
Breaking Marvel Rivals news.
Just came out right now. Guangguang just confirmed EOMM is real. Check it out.
Now, could you imagine, I just want you guys to think, because this is one of the problems with the internet. Could a journalist do what this guy just did? Could a journalist for any kind of publication just type out, he just confirmed it? Say, Guangguang just confirmed it. You guys just watched that same video as me, right? Do you think any editor would let this journalist write something that is just such, I guess there's a lot of misinformation going around, right? You're like, listen to that again.
Hey guys, breaking Marvel Rival news just came out right now. Guangguang just confirmed EOMM is real. Check.
Just confirmed. Now, he goes on to show the actual clip. So he shows the clip. He shows a clip of this guy not saying it right after he says it. So here.
So in this video, the interviewer asked Guangguang about EOMM. Basically, it seemed like Guangguang was prepared for this question, not
Uh-huh.
the answer ready to
Because they get this dumb question every day. Go on.
go. Although it was kind of vague, Guangguang said he would need about 2 weeks, and they were already planning on posting a video about EOMM.
They were already planning, like, do you guys understand how confirmation bias works? Like, do you guys understand, like, it's insane watching this in real time, isn't it? Watching someone's just brain, like, twist what was actually said. Like, I don't think it's intentional in any way. It's just the way our biases work. He's like, yeah, Guangguang just said they're making a video about how they use EOMM. Like, you guys heard it. It was plain as day. Like, this dude has the confidence, like, of just like, hey, you guys just watched that same thing I did. He clearly said EOMM, and yeah, they're making a video on it.
He also described matchmaking as very complicated, which...
Oh no, hold on. I just remembered how annoying this part is. Listen.
If it's just skill-based matchmaking, it's really not complicated.
Like, imagine just being like, it's just an algorithm, bro. It's not complicated. It's not complicated at all. Like, if you sit back, like, this is something that I've thought about a lot. Like, I sit there and I'm just like, you know, how would I design matchmaking? How do you make it fair, right? Like, there are so many factors that you have to take into play. Like, when all these conspiracies bubbled up, they were showing the paper, the research paper that NetEase released years ago, long before Marvel Rivals came out, so we don't even have confirmation it's using Marvel Rivals. But then they also showed this talk from this big dev conference. I forgot which one it's called. But anyways, I was watching and like they go through like all the complexities of how matchmaking, all the things that they have to take into consideration, right? So like, think about it for a second. You have 3 different roles. You have vanguards, you have duelists, you have strategists, right? So this guy's like, it's not complicated, you just do skill-based matchmaking, bro. Okay, how do you measure the skill of a vanguard, right? Is it damage blocked? Well, that'd be kind of weird because like if I just kept running in there and getting shot all the time and dying, like how am I gonna do damage block? Should it be off the frags? Should it be off the kills of a Vanguard? Well, that'd be kind of dicey too because like that doesn't necessarily mean I'm doing my job if I'm just going in there and getting a lot of kills, right? What about strategists? Should it be on healing? Like maybe? Should it be on their frags? Well, that'd be kind of weird too. Like, do you see like all the little things that this has to take into consideration? So to sit there and just like say, well, if it's just skill-based matchmaking, it's not that complicated. Like this is one of the issues with a lot of people. They take these very complicated topics and they're like, yeah, it's just easy. Like I always bring it back to like, you know, what we went through back in 2020. I don't want this video to get like demonetized or anything weird. I don't know if they're still censoring stuff like that. But in 2020, if you remember, everybody all of a sudden became a doctor and like a virologist, right? They understood exactly how everything worked medically, scientifically, and all that. Like, it's not that complicated, dude. Like, that is just like the hubris and the ego you have to say to be nowhere near that industry, right? And just say, it's not that complicated, dude.
So for everybody who's been talking about these memes and stuff with EOMM demons and all that, it turns out you're actually correct.
You're actually correct because you guys heard it. That dude admitted it.
And EOMM is real. Guangguang just confirmed it right now. I'm really excited to see what this video is they post in 2 weeks, but it turns out we weren't all crazy. Hey guys.
We're not all crazy. We just make up things that this guy didn't say and present them as real. That's not crazy. Nobody would label us crazy. So anyways, after that blew up, Marvel Rivals, the official Twitter account for Marvel Rivals had to tweet something out. Hi Rivals, as our game continues to thrive, we want to reiterate that Marvel Rivals does not use EOMM. We are currently working on a video to demonstrate our developer insights on matchmaking and ranking system, which is expected to be released next week, okay? So they had to do this because everybody was like it's awful too. Like poor Guangguang, right? Like people are just accusing him of saying something that he didn't. Like I could not imagine the headache. And I probably should have said this at the start of the video because all of you guys are flaming me in the comments already. Matchmaking sucks. Like the matchmaking system, I think it's brutal. I think it's not great in ranked. I don't think it's great in quick match, but you have to understand there is such a huge difference between like a bad matchmaking system, like going to the developers and saying, hey, this system is not that great, And I like, you guys need to improve it, right? There's a difference between saying that and saying, you guys are manipulating matchmaking in a way that's making me lose because you guys are nefarious, just bad people, just bad human beings with bad intentions, right? Like, do you see the difference there, okay? Like, one is claiming malice and the other one, right, like, is claiming like, okay, you guys are just like, you guys are screwing up, right? You're human, we all screw up. And maybe you guys aren't listening, or maybe you guys aren't experiencing what we're experiencing. Let's all get together and talk. And I think that's one of the biggest problems in the Marvel Rivals community. I've mentioned this before. There's so many like comments about like, oh, the Marvel Rivals community is so toxic. And then I'll see a video, or I'll experience it in game, right? Where somebody will just blast somebody on their team. They're like, you suck, you're a terrible DPS, you're the worst person on earth. Then that person will throw the match and they're like, Marvel Rivals community is so toxic. This guy just threw the game. It's like, well, you just instigated it because you don't know how to talk to somebody, you know? Like, when I play with people, not to toot my own horn, but when I play with like my friends and we're like in ranked, like, I'll just like be friendly and be like, hey dude, like, you know, we could really use another healer right now. Or, hey, are you comfortable in that role? Like, do you wanna swap? Like, let me know, what do you wanna do, right? Like, if you talk to people like a human being, if you talk to people like trying to like you're a team together and you're both trying to accomplish the same goal, you guys would be stunned by the results. And listen, I'm a 40-year-old man, so some of this comes with my years on this earth, and some of you are just like teenagers and in your early 20s where your prefrontal cortex isn't fully developed, so you just have this like lack of impulse control, so you just say whatever just fires out of your mouth. But what I'm getting at is, like, it's the same thing with talking to devs. Like, do you think they're gonna be more receptive to like saying, hey, you guys, the matchmaking system isn't great, I don't understand what's going on here? Do you think that's gonna get a better response? Or do you think just accusing them of like rigging the system so you lose, you know, and making up all these conspiracy theories? So anyways, I just want to go through some of these comments because they are ridiculous. Sometimes my impulse control isn't that great, so I gotta reply to people. So this guy's like, you can literally go through the rank of people on your team compared to the enemy team, and it's often imbalanced as F. And here's the thing, no, like I say right here, that is literally not true, okay? That is the most balanced part of this game. The game will not let you play against people who are like too far beyond your rank. It will not let you play with people who are too far beyond your rank. So saying that you can literally go check the rank. So you're telling me that I could be in bronze and I'm gonna go play up against people who are eternity? That's what's gonna happen? I'm gonna be, you know, bronze, silver, platinum, gold, and I'm just gonna be playing against like eternity and one above all player? That's what's gonna happen when I look at their rank? Now, to have a good faith interpretation of it, it's very possible they could mean, which I don't think they do, they could mean that when you look at the person's peak rank on the other team, it's higher than people on your peak rank. And that's not, like, I think a lot of people, again, like, go Google confirmation bias. Like, I've done that sometimes. Like when I was playing ranked the other day, like I was on a win streak and then I lost a couple. I'm like, oh, who's on my team and stuff like that. And then I was kind of surprised, like people on my team actually had some decent peak high ranks. They just played terribly, you know? Let's see, I just lost 150 ELO the last day because every person on my team was sub 15 KOs and sub 15 to 20K healing via Dom to Convoy. Are you saying I wasn't targeted then? Like, do you see how people are like taking like it's so personal? Are you saying I wasn't targeted then? I'm in Diamond, bro. Y'all just troll for real. So like I respond like, okay, so I'm sure if somebody went through and looked at every single one of your matches, they would say, oh my God, you just played amazingly. Like you're insanely awesome. I can't believe the people on your team are so bad. Like that doesn't happen. And like, there's some funny comments in this too, because people are like, okay, so you guys are just saying it's a skill issue, right? Like that's pretty much what they're saying. And hey, listen, I'm making a series right now of me practicing aim training to improve my skills because I'm not that great. Like, it's not that hard to just say like, hey, I'm not the best at this game. Maybe I'm losing because I'm not all that hot, you know? Sometimes I have good games, sometimes I have bad games. Oh, and this one, nah, that's cap. You're basically gonna show us, right? So here's the first thing I saw. When I heard about the video, I'm like, these conspiracy theorists, because this is how conspiracy theorists work. Prior to my gaming content, I used to make content debunking conspiracy theories, videos, wrote articles and all that. Here's how conspiracy theorists work. when they're presented with new evidence, it doesn't matter what you give them, they won't change their mind. It just switches to, oh, you're lying to me. You did something to change this before I got here, right? Like, it's like me saying like, oh, there's a monster in the closet, you know, at your house. There's a monster in the closet at your house. I'm gonna come and I'm gonna go check it. I look in your closet and then I'm just like, huh, well, you just moved the monster before I got here, right? They create these non-falsifiable scenarios where you just can't win because they keep moving the goalposts. They keep creating these scenarios. So he's like, you're either A, gonna make a video that the system basically does what EOMM does, but it can't legally be called EOMM, so it's not EOMM. So no, okay? Like, it's gonna be a video on MM, which is called matchmaking. Like, I don't think a lot of people in the Marvel Rivals community understand that literally every competitive game has some form of matchmaking algorithm, okay? The reason why EOMM is a bad word and it's just like not great to accuse developers of doing this is because this system, EOMM, was specifically created to increase revenue. All right, like that was the goal of that patent. They said we are making these matches in a way that will get people to spend money. All right, so once you start using that word, you're poisoning the well, right? You're saying these people are doing something bad. Here's a bad thing, and I'm gonna put that on their label. So even if it's not EOMM, it's basically the same thing. No. Like, of course, first off, we live in a capitalist society, so everybody's gonna be trying to make some kind of money. But yeah, the goal of every game developer is to get you to play more. And I want you to think about that for a second. Why would they put you on a loss streak if they want you to play more? I don't know about you, but I don't like playing games where I keep losing. I get a little tilted and I leave. And it said, or B, you're tweaking the system over the next 2 weeks, so that way the video, oh, people just can't type, right? So that way the video, which should just be an afternoon to take care of, but we'll give the benefit of the doubt and say corporate feet drag, which should just take an afternoon, right? Like do you see it? Oh God, like people just, they're so just bad faith. They're so bad faith. Like this should just take the afternoon. Like nowhere in this person's brain is like production quality, editing, right? Like they act like at a company like NetEase, right? Like look how many followers this account has. They're at almost 700,000 followers. And this dude's like, Guangguang should just be able to sit in his office on his camera phone and just record something real quick, explaining that simple algorithm. You know, this guy, he said it's not that complex. So like, you should just take your cell phone and record it and just like publish it. Just put it up on all your social media accounts. That's fine. It shows a much better perspective of how the system works. But anyways, there's just like a bunch of comments like this, just people, bad faith, people saying they don't believe it, people saying like, you're lying. This is actually the paper, if any of you guys wanna go Google it. But yeah, sorry, I just needed to rant about this a little bit. I'll make another video once their video comes up and we'll break it down and analyze it, but I really needed to rant this morning. Like, I get so frustrated. Like, listen, I used to be this angry young guy. I'll end with this, okay? I've been sober for 13 years now. I spent a lot of my life just the angriest person that you can imagine. I had a lot of anger issues. I just thought everybody was awful, everybody's terrible, everybody's out to get me, and I was miserable living that way. And I've just noticed so many gamers live like that, man. Like, trust me, I still have a temper, I still have my anger issues, but like, I also do my best to like give people the benefit of the doubt. And I like try to give them the best faith interpretation that I can. I try to think of all the possible scenarios. You know what I mean? I also read just like a ton of books trying to understand how our brains work and how our biases work. You know, whenever I'm in games and I'm losing and stuff like that, like, obviously, because of my ego, I instantly want to be like, oh, it's everybody else's fault, the system's rigged, da-da-da-da-da, right? But if I sit back and I calm down and I try to contradict my own beliefs, and I say, is there anything else that could explain this, right? Then I start looking, I'm like, oh yeah, I made some really dumb decisions. Oh, hey, this person that I mentioned in the beginning of this video, oh, this person had a bad last game and now they're having a really good game, right? Like, you know, am I gonna just imagine that he's like a NetEase like plant? Like they're like, hey, go follow this guy around, do bad bad on his team, and then we'll put you against him and just go off. You know what I mean? Like, you guys, like, this stuff isn't that serious. Like, just over the last weekend too, people were losing their minds over Battlefield, right? When the beta wasn't even out yet, people were just furious because they were sitting in a queue for a game that wasn't even launched yet, and they're like, oh my God, I can't believe they only have 20,000 people allowed in these servers. And then the number would go up, oh my God, I can't believe they only let 50,000 people in these servers. Then it would go up, they're like, I can't believe there's only 80,000 people. And then like, once the game actually came out, the beta actually opened up, they had like hundreds of thousands of people in there. I saw another tweet saying like, oh, they're manipulating the numbers just to get more engagement. Like, you guys, calm down. Not everybody, this isn't a movie, okay? Not everybody is like a Marvel's villain, okay? Like, just chill. Anyways, I'll shut up now. This has been 20 minutes. I'll make another video when the other one comes out. Thanks for listening to me rant. If you stayed here, you're a real one. And if you left a nasty comment down below because you still want to put on that tinfoil hat, you're a real one too, all right? If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. If you're new, subscribe, ring that notification bell. Have an amazing rest of your day. I'll see you in the next one.